What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and today I wanted to go over my wish list for NHL 16. Now, I have a few things on here, and I know it's not possible to do them all, but NHL 15 for the next gen especially was lackluster to say the least. So, a few things I want to see. I want a Live the Life back. That Be a Pro, I've seen it's basically going back in time to 2009. Like, what the hell was that crap? If I play Live the Life, that's, just play it on the old gen. I mean, you actually get it, even though it's the same crap. It's at least the game mode that they had before. Like, ugh. Anyway, but what I would like to see is improved interviews, like more or something. It's just the same ones over and over. I know you can't have that many, but really, improved interviews, some of the off-ice events, make it a little more interactive, too. Like, could they put in cutscenes? Like, maybe. Why not? Like, NBA 2K does cutscenes for their, career mode stuff, and it looks fantastic, and it's a bit more scripted, so yeah, I can kind of get that. You might not be able to work with that to make it less scripted, but it still is a cool feel. It makes it feel more realistic. You can actually more live the life, And another thing, the money in there, you can't do anything with it. Like, what is the point of having a huge contract just to show you oh yeah, look, I have a huge contract and this is how much money I made in my career? Why have it in there if you can't really do anything with it? See, that's my first one. The next one, EASHL. I mean, what else do you need to say? It is pretty much the best game mode. One of the most popular. I guess HUT is the most popular. That's what they're saying. But then again, they stand to profit a shit ton from HUT. So who knows? It might really be, but EASHL is what makes this game the most random, because the computers are totally predictable, and once you learn how to play against them, it becomes boring very fast. So EASHL is that avenue that keeps things random, keeps things interesting, and I love it. This is the first year actually where I actually started playing it, EASHL, and drop-in games and stuff. And I can't believe I've been missing it all these years. And then I realized, I'm like, oh my god, now from that perspective, that's even more of a slap in the face to not even have EASHL in the next gen. I guess we can call it the current gen now. The current gen, that's a huge slap in the face. Sure, they patched in OTP later, but what was it? You couldn't use created players. It was all NHL players and line change. I don't know all the stuff, because obviously I do not have the next gen version, and I will never buy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. EASHL is a fantastic game mode. It needs to be there. You can't. It needs to. This is what makes the game just random all over again. There's always a team of you don't know who you're gonna get, or if you have a club, then you practice and you work with them and you get stuff down like an actual team would. But yeah, that's all I'll say about the EASHL. Great game mode. Another one, the GM mode. I know they kind of maybe released patches to fix it in the current gen. I'll start saying current gen. The current gen modes, but how good did it become? I mean, I still play, the old gen, and I still love it, but there could be stuff to improve upon it. And I'll mention now, there's been some rumors about an owner mode. I'm not sure. I haven't heard much else about it, but that would be cool. Add more features and stuff, but then just don't shit the bed, EA. Make them good features, make them actually mean something, make them interesting to the player, because GM mode for me is one of my favorite game modes, and it's and it's my biggest series right now too, so it better be fucking good, and it better be playable and more watchable as well. So we'll see. And another thing, they need better AI computers. I mean, it would make the game so much better. I mean, they don't even use all the features that players use. You never see the computers stick chop. You never see the computers manually sauce it off the boards, or do this stuff that actual hockey players would do. I'm playing a video game when I play EA. I want to play a hockey simulator, So, and they just don't have and I think the weird thing is they don't have awareness. They don't know where the puck is, or know where they are in accordance with the puck or something. I don't know. It's weird, and that yeah. So I mean, I'm not asking for much. I don't think any of us are. I mean, we don't want to just have a game that's full of disappointments when we're paying $60 and to release a game that's half finished just because you have to release one. I mean, that's some bullshit. And this was a huge letdown year for NHL, and EA should be ashamed. Yeah. And another thing, man, fuck the cosmetic shit. It can look like NHL 14 and NHL 15 as long as it plays well, as long as it's entertaining to play. You go back, I will whip out my Sega Genesis games and play them. The replayability on those are amazing, and they are shit. The graphics are shit. There's no like AI, but EA needs to learn about replayability. Like, it's frustrating. Ugh. And another cool thing that it would be cool to see, but it's not a huge deal if it's not there. For one thing, like the special events during the All-Star games, that would be really cool, but that's probably, very time consuming. So I'd rather have the other stuff done. And also having the Olympics in there. I think having the Olympics in there would be cool, and have like the teams picked every year from, the players, and maybe, I don't know. It could be cool. I mean, it would be a lot of work, but you know what, EA, if you want to gain some new fans and fans back, make something that's worth buying. Alright? And the main point, stop releasing unfinished games, EA Sports. You are going to lose customers. I have been wanting NHL, I've been wanting 2K Sports to make NHL again. Like, that's where I'm at right now. I want EA to have some freaking competition so they can, like, put more funding in it, or just get off their asses in general. So, here's a wrap up of what I want. For Live the Life, I want to see improved interviews, possibly cutscenes, and money that you can actually use. And I think we're all in agreement on this next one, EASHL. We need it. If there isn't going to be an owner mode, I think I want a GM mode that is equivalent to the previous ones or better. You can't regress anymore, EA. And we need better AI. They do not perform like hockey players. We need AI that actually perform like hockey players. And for the next two, I'll put a little question mark by them because I'm not sure, but the All-Star events and the Olympics. Is that possible? Because that would be so freaking cool to have. And last but not least, remember, EA, stop releasing unfinished games.